After the outbreak of the Russo-Ukrainian War, the exchange rate of the ruble fluctuated greatly, as can be seen from the following figure. At the beginning of the war, the ruble depreciated wildly by nearly 550%. In this situation, the Russian government has implemented some regulations prohibiting the transfer of funds out of the country. These capital control restrictions have been very effective. Not only have almost all the foreign exchange generated by energy sales been ransactions, finding ways to save rubles overseas has become an unavoidable topic for Russians in the past 2 years. Since the outbreak of the war, Russian households' deposits in foreign banks have more than doubled, reaching 3.4 trillion rubles, equivalent to $37 billion as of April. The monthly inflow of rubles into foreign currency accounts overseas is more than 5 times the pre-war level. Meanwhile, according to a report by the Wall Street Journal, Sofia Adamets, a Russian economist and investment bank Renaissance Capital, predicts that Russian households will transfer an additional $30 billion in funds to foreign banks in 2023. As for the reasons for transferring the ruble, as Russian financial blogger Stepan Ermakov said, "If I had $1,000, I could buy an iPhone anytime. It's dangerous to bet everything on rubles." The first thing that most Russians consider is, of course, legitimate Russian banks, but in the context of foreign exchange controls, coupled with strict Western sanctions against an increasing number of Russian financial institutions, the review process and transfer speed of bank transfers are both frustrating. The Russian financial blogger Andrei Romanko mentioned earlier left Russia at that time, in order to take the money out, he waited for 40 days to complete a transfer because the bank's scrutiny was too strict. Regular banks are like this, and many Russians can only turn to other gray methods. For example, when exchanging currency with strangers, Romanko lived in Montenegro last year and exchanged about 41 rubles for euros with a man he met on Telegram, a foreign currency exchange channel. The two met at a restaurant in the coastal city of Budva, where Romanko transferred rubles to a stranger's account at Sberbank in exchange for euros in cash. Of course, some people have already laid out their channels early on, so they don't have to worry about exchanging money at all. A Russian businessman from Moscow stated that he often goes to foreign exchange points near skyscrapers called Moscow City. He said he could exchange unlimited rubles into US dollars without any questioning. Of course, this convenience comes at the cost of a 5% discount on the official exchange rate during exchange.